Hey, what's going on? This is another episode of the Bible Way vlog for July 26, 2023. Let's hurry up and get right to it before we get interrupted again. I think make a side note. I think I'm gonna start uploading last and doing my vlogs and podcast first. I swear, I truly do think I need to do that for now on, cause vlogs and podcasts are just a certain amount of time, and then it's over. But uploading, you don't have to say a word. All you gotta do is do what you gotta do, and you're done. But that's all for that. Side note, let's get right into it. Yeah, we'll be coming from Deuteronomy Chapter 33, pretty much the last chapter before Moses dies. In this chapter, he's pretty much blessing the tribes and talking to them for the very last time. Well, let's get right to it. In this blessing wherewith Moses, the man of God, blessed the children of Israel before his death. And he said, The Lord came from Sinai and rose up from Seir unto them. He shined forth from Mount Paran, and he came with 10,000 of saints. In his right hand went a fiery law for them. Yea, he loved the people. All his saints are in thy hand. And they sat down at thy feet. Every one shall receive of thy words. Moses commanded us a law, even the inheritance of the congregation of Jacob. And he was king and he and he was king in Jeshurun. And the heads of the people and the tribes of Israel were gathered together. That Reuben live and not die. That not his men be few. And this is the blessing of Judah. And he said, Hear, Lord, the voice of Judah. Bring him unto his people, that his hands be sufficient for him. Be thou in help to him from his enemies. And of Levi he said, Let thy Dumim and thy Urim, you might have to Google them two words if you had a Bible commentary, the Bible dictionary. But anyway, let thy Dumim and the Urim be with the Holy One, whom thou didst prove at Massa, and with whom thou didst strive at the waters of Meribah. Who said unto his father and to his mother, I have not seen him. Neither did acknowledge his brethren, nor knew his own children. And they have observed thy word, and kept thy covenant. They shall teach Jacob thy judgments, and the law in Israel thy law. And they shall put incense before them, and the whole burnt sacrifice upon thine altar. Bless the Lord his substance, and accept the works of his hands. Smite do the loins of them that rise against them, and of him that hate him they rise not again. And of Benjamin he said, The beloved of the Lord shall dwell in safety by him, and the Lord shall cover him all the day long, and he shall dwell between his shoulders. And of the Joseph he said, Blessed of the Lord be his land, for the precious things of heaven for the dew, and the deep that couches beneath, and for the precious fruits brought forth by the sun, and for the precious things put forth by the moon, and for the chief things of the ancient mountains, and for the precious things of the lasting hills, and for the precious things of the earth and fullness thereof, and for the goodwill of him that dwell in the bush. Let the blessing come upon the head of Joseph, and upon the head, top of the head of him that was separated from his brethren, His glory is like the firstling of his bullock, and his horns are like the horns of the unicorns. With them he shall push the people together to the ends of the earth. And they are the 10,000s of Ephraim, and they are the thousands of Manasseh. And in Zebulun he said, Rejoice, Zebulun, and thy going out in the Issachar, and thy tents. They shall call the people unto the mountain. There shall offer sacrifices of righteousness. They shall suck of the abundance of the sea, and of the treasure hid in the sand. And of Gad he said, Blessed be that enlargeth Gad. He dwelleth as a lion. He teareth the arm with the crown of the head. He provided the first part of himself, because therein a portion of the lawgiver was he seated. And he came with the heads of the people. He exalted the justice of the law of the Lord, and his judgment with Israel. And then he said, Then is a lion's whelp. He shall leap from Bashan. And of Naphtali he said, O Naphtali, satisfied with favor, and full with the blessing of the Lord. Possess thou the west and the south. And of Asher he said, Let Asher be blessed with the children. Let him be acceptable to his brethren. Let him dip his foot in oil. And thy shoes shall be iron and brass, and thy days so shall thy strength be. There is none like unto the God of Jeshurun, who rideth under heaven in thy help, in his excellency on the sky. The eternal God is thy refuge, and underneath are the everlasting arms. He shall thrust out the enemy before thee. He shall say, Destroy them. Israel then shall dwell in the safety alone. The fountain of Jacob shall be upon a land of corn and wine. Also his heavens shall drop down dew. Happy art thou, O Israel, who is like unto thee, O people saved by the Lord. The shield of thy help, and who is the sword of thy excellency? Thy enemies shall be found liars, and unto thee thou shalt tread upon their high places. Thou shalt tread upon their high places. Okay. Basically, like I said, it was Moses, pretty much a guy that pretty much speaks for himself. One of the all-time best great prophets of Israel's time, blessing Israel and for the one, pretty much just speaking to him for the one last time before he dies in the next chapter of Deuteronomy, chapter 34, and that's what we want to deal with 33 this time, and that's pretty much it though. Cause like my pretty much the theme of this vlog, the word speaks for itself. The word speaks for itself, and but y'all have a good one. That's all I got. I'll be back with the second episode right after this one, right? And from old to new. But this is the episode of the Bible Way vlog for July 26, 2023. On a Wednesday, I'm gone.